Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell Podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Trey Pochmara III of Lake Orion Football. How's it going?
It's going good. How are you?
Doing well. Pretty good start to the season so far. Kind of talk about that.
Yeah, so our 24s and our 25s are very close together. We've been playing football since we were, 6, 7. We spend a lot of time outside of football, and I think that is one reason why we're doing so well. And obviously another reason our coaches are outstanding. So I think that like connection with the team and then the connection with the coaches is what's really doing good for us this year.
Okay, so for people that don't know, what position do you play?
I play corner and then I play pretty much every special teams.
Okay, so you're primarily defensive guys. So
Yeah.
what are some of the things that you kind of worked on this offseason to kind of get ready for the upcoming year?
Well, I worked a lot on my man technique. I hit a lot of camps. I work out with my personal trainer, James Gonzalez from Work 365. And so we really focused in on my man technique. And another thing we did was we wanted to focus in on my speed. So I ran track last year. We went to the state championship for my 4x1, 4x2 team. And then I also work with Coach Jim Brown out of Waterford.
Okay. So I know that, what are some of the things that you've noticed that you've improved on since the season began?
Well, I started to notice it. So I had started playing as a freshman, and I kind of noticed as, my time went on, first of all, my game sense has gotten a lot better. Like I feel like I'm a very smart player. And then I feel like the game has slowed down a lot for me, and I feel a lot more comfortable out there now. Like I'm every drive I go out on the field, I'm super confident in myself and in my team.
Yeah. Okay. I know you play in a really, really tough conference out there, but I know there's some tough teams along the way, but talk about the start that you guys have had so far. I mean, you talked about in the beginning, playing together. Just take me through like the bond that you guys all have.
Yeah, so like we will literally, all over the entire summer we would go and we'd go to our summer workouts in the morning and then we'd go out to breakfast or lunch together and then we'd go over to each other's houses. Like our entire team is like tightly together. Like it's not I've known literally everyone on our team since we were little. So that's a big factor. And then also just we had a very good off season, lots of kids going to camps, very good attendance at summer lifts and summer workouts. And I think that has a big thing to do with our success now.
Yeah. Just to see like the progression that you guys have been on and just a junior and you're only just a junior. What's that like for you?
I just think that like being a junior, obviously our senior class is very good too. And then just that bond and then also my time I've already spent up on varsity has been a big thing and preparing me for this season. And then obviously going into next season, I'm very confident as well.
Yeah. Um okay, so going into, I know you guys only, take one game at a time, but what looking at this week's opponent, what do you feel like you guys need to do to get that next win?
So I think we need to be very sound this week. You can see Stony, they'll run right at you, run right at you, run right at you, and then they'll do some sort of trickery and throw it the other way. So if we just are very sound on our alignment and assignment, I think it'll be a good week for us.
Yeah. I mean, the start that you guys have had, 4-0 for the first time since 2019. Um, that's got to be that's got to be fun to watch. Beating, I'm just looking at beating West Bloomfield and all
Yep.
you got. I know some tough teams are along the way with with Adams and Clarkston finishing out the season with Celine.
Yep.
Um, what the momentum of this team that you guys have right now. What do you feel like you guys need to do to keep that heading into these next 5 games?
Well, first of all, a big thing for us is focus. Like obviously at practice, intensity is a big thing, but then the next thing is you need to be mentally focused. You can't just be going 100 miles an hour and not doing your assignment right. So a huge thing for us and our team is getting everyone's assignment down and getting that right.
Yeah. Okay. So how do you get mentally ready for a game?
So it's kind of funny. I get out of school about I don't know, like 1 o'clock on game days, because of the way my schedule works out. So I go home and I take a nap before a game, and then I drive up to the school. I get myself taped up, and then after that, it's just, I talk with friends a little bit. That kind of, like calms the nerves, and then I just put in my headphones and just get ready to play.
Yeah. Okay. So what is Trey listening to?
Well, honestly, like I don't know a lot about music. I kind of just put on the first song and then it just plays from there. But I like Drake.
Okay. Um, what do you think about right before a game?
Right before a game, I really pray to God about, keeping my team safe and everyone on the field safe. And then next I pray for success. But first is keeping everyone safe. That's a big thing for me. Like I want to, play the season healthy, play my career healthy. And then, obviously you focus in when you're on the bus, you focus in on your assignments and everything you prepared throughout the week. And so, you're confident because you've prepared, you're confident going into that game.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get to know you a little bit, Trey. How about that?
Yeah.
All right. Favorite high school football moment that you've had so far?
Well, honestly, it's recent memory, but beating West Bloomfield, that was like an awesome, awesome thing because obviously in my career at like Orion, we have not beaten them. And so that was a huge thing for us. And now, because now everyone in my grade, all my really close friends are up playing with me, and just like being able to celebrate with them is a great thing. It's like obviously celebrating with older classes was cool and all that, but these are the guys that like, I've been playing youth football with middle school and now varsity football. So like that's a big thing for me. It's
Yeah,
great like being able to celebrate with your best friends.
absolutely. By the way, that was the first time that Lake Orion has beaten West Bloomfield since 2013. So,
Yep. Yep.
yeah, that was I know that was a big deal for you guys.
Yes, it was.
Um, okay, so do you have any football superstitions?
Honestly, not really.
Okay.
I just do my normal. I just have a routine, but that's like I don't have anything else I really do.
All right. Favorite football player growing up?
Well, so I played running back up until high school, and so I loved watching Todd Gurley's highlight film at Georgia. That was like
Yeah.
the best thing to me. Every single day on the way to practice, it was Todd Gurley's highlight film.
Okay. And then finally, not to put you on the spot, but what is something people do not know about you?
Well, a big thing is my name's actually Matthew, and that's why I go by Trey because it means three. So I'm Matthew Pochmara the third.
Awesome.
Yep.
All right. Well, Trey, thank you so much for coming on and talking with us, and best of luck this season.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.